Hello, and welcome to another edition of Who's the Savage Now? Who's the Savage Now? Good question. I'm MC, your host, for this latest edition of my YouTube channel, Who's the Savage Now? Covering everything from handcrafted animal rights advocacy to local pedestrian safety, and everything in between. Vegan cuisine, music, handcrafted music. We got it right here. We got it. To, what else do we do? On air. We cover on-air malfeasance at our local public radio stations. Yes, we do. And we bring it all live and direct from the poor man's beachfront condo here on the edge of a continent, right on the edge, in an previously undisclosed seaside city, not far from the megapolis known as Los Angeles, California. Exhibit A for humanity gone wrong, indeed. So sit back, relax, walk the dog, feed the cat, and get ready for some hard-hitting commentary from yours truly, MZ. Thanks for being a part of the show. We appreciate it. Stay tuned for more. Greetings, everybody. MZ here with you back again, covering malfeasance of my local public radio stations. I can't catch a break. Off of that. Every day there's something else going on. KPFK is a hotspot. KPFK is a malfeasance hotspot. A public radio malfeasance hotspot. Check it. Check it. Yesterday I got an email from Renee Peñalosa, the National Election Board Supervisor, saying, hey, how about we're going to have debates. The listeners are going to have debates, right, for the listener station board elections. The listener station board candidates are going to have debates. And would you like to submit a topic? You have 24 hours. Go. This is the same thing they did with Conversations of the Listener. No advertising. Nobody knew about it was happening. I wouldn't have known unless I had called the station directly and had a direct conversation with Kevin Fleming, the program director. I didn't hear one promo for Conversation with the Listener. Not one. I haven't heard one promo for the debates coming up and to submit a topic on air. Not one. Not one. They wax poetic about listener engagement, but their actions, they don't walk the talk. They should have. So these debates are going to take place somewhere we know not where, in an undisclosed location, without listener involvement, without listener participation, without being able to listen to them. That's a big problem. That's a big problem. It's like, did you read the email? It says we're going to have debates. I'll get it in a minute. Candidates will be discussing important issues related to KPFK. You will be able to hear about them later, but not participate in them. I'm not reading that. That's my editorializing. But unbelievable tone deafness over there. You say, oh yeah, we want to engage with the listener. Oh yeah, but the debates are going to be private, and then you can listen to them later, and you can comment on them later. But you don't expect to be involved in them. Don't expect to be able to hear them live. Don't expect. I mean, the whole thing could be scripted for all we know, with a director. What the hell? That's sad, man. That is really sad. Really sad. In Renee's defense, she did say that she sent it out a week ago, but I think I would have noticed that, because I would have noticed that. They give us less than 24 hours to come up with questions for the candidates. Unbelievable malfeasance. Listener engagement, lack of listener engagement malfeasance at KPFK. Aniel Fields, General Manager. Kevin Fleming, Program Director. Renee Peñalosa, National Election Board Supervisor. Okay? Just a horrible lack of listener engagement policy and strategy and methods here to engage the listener. And that was my main concern about the show last month with Anielle, Kevin, and Maxie Jackson. I think Sonali Kahatkard called him Maxie Johnson this morning. I gotta go back and get that at the very end of the show. She mentions Maxie, a guy named Maxie Johnson. Dude, how did she get into news? I don't know. I have no idea. But because news, you're concerned about facts and being accuracy, right? She doesn't seem to have any of those attributes. Yeah, so I'm completely horrified and completely livid that they're having these debates somewhere in an undisclosed location. They don't even tell that's where they're happening so we could show up. Why couldn't we show up and watch the candidates in action? Isn't that how you get an Can you just understand? Can you just figure out somebody? I'm sorry I'm screaming. I'm just pissed off. Can you understand, get a sense of someone just by listening to an audio clip of them without seeing them in person, without hearing them in person, without perhaps asking them a question and hearing them respond in real time? Can you imagine if that's how we elected our officials? We couldn't actually see them or hear them in person or in real time. We could just watch replays of them later. Is that how is that the best way to run an election, whether it's a listener station board election or a local election for mayor or city council? Is that how... You guys haven't learned anything in the 50 fucking years you've been doing this? Holy shit. Oh my God. Is anybody else noticing this? Nobody? Am I the only one listening to the fucking station? Not only do we get KPFK is home of the replay. Oh yeah, we're going to have listener station board debates. You can listen to the replay this weekend, but can't I listen to them live? No. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to listen to them live? Why would you want to be involved in them at all? Just submit a topic. We'll hold a debate. You can listen to the replay later. Well, there's just an excitement to a live show. There's a connection to a live show, to live voices, to people that are talking on the air live. And that's another thing about this current pledge drive. Every other program is a replay. What are the programmers doing? Where are they off? Are they on that tour? Are they on that cruise that they were advertising a few months back? Something about a cruise on a luxury liner. Where are the programmers, dude? At least KCRW, despite being an NPR station, at least they have the decency and the good sense to have live hosts on every single show, especially when they're asking you to give up your money, to pull out your wallet, your credit card, and call in and give them money. And as far as the replays go, how does that work with the matching funds? Like they keep saying we got matching funds if we could just reach this goal. But that was from last week. That was from last month. That was from 2 pledge drives ago. This is getting old, man. This is getting really, really bad. For anyone that looks at this, every time I take a deeper look into it, it gets more and more and more and more shady, messy, opaque, non-transparent. And this is just the last straw. The listener debates not being held live, not being held in a public forum where we can hear the discussion, where we could possibly ask a question or react somehow emotionally to a live discussion and debate. No. KPFK management and election board supervisors, they say, no. We don't have, our listeners don't want that. They want to hear another replay of Alan Watts. They want to hear another replay for Boku, the Boku nutritional system. They want to hear another, I'm starting to think KPFK is just one big psychological operation over there, giving us just enough liberal, anti-establishment, anti-corporate news perspectives, and giving us just enough so that we can still feel like they're the real deal. But really, they got there's stuff going on here that would boggle your mind and make you stop being a member of the station today. That's the feeling I'm getting. I mean, everyone's new. Maxie Jackson. That's why Sonali doesn't know the new Pacifica executive director. He's only been there 3 months. That's why she doesn't know his last name. Kevin Fleming's been there 30 days, right? 30 days. And from a historical standpoint, looking at the history of the station, they're not going to be there for, neither one is going to be there for another 12 months. The revolving door, they talked about it on the Conversation with the Listener episode, which I'm going to have to do a redo on that. I did an amateur job of that. I'm going to have to take a deeper dive into that and highlight some of this stuff that I'm talking about now. I just wanted to put out my immediate reaction to getting that email last night about submitting a topic, and that the debates are going to be held in a secret, undisclosed location, inaccessible to listeners. Because listeners aren't interested in that stuff. They don't want to hear a live debate among the listener station board candidates. Who made that decision? It's Clownville over there, man. It's Clownville. Clownville. And, you know, I do these commentaries in the spirit of constructive criticism, but at a certain point it just becomes comical, tragic comedy is what it is here, and malfeasance. You know, they're just, or incompetence or collusion with Russia. Could they be colluding with Russia? More likely colluding with some intelligence agency somewhere. Or some big company, some multi-billion-dollar industry somewhere. I don't know. You know, about something. Slipping in vaccination stories here, slipping in Russia collusion stories there, slipping in these little things on the side. In the meantime, they got all these celebrities, Danny Glover, Jack Black, Joni Mitchell, all these big, Jackson Brown, all these celebrities, they do these promos for KPFK. Do they even listen to the station? They're connected to Hollywood. The Democrats were connected to Hollywood too. Hillary Clinton was neck deep in the Hollywood connections with Harvey Weinstein, and we know what kind of culture Hollywood is. Hollywood people are no spokespeople for. And Jack Black talking about yeah, the corporations run the world. Dude, you work for them. You're an employee of the corporations, of the movie and Hollywood industrial complex, dude. Oh, but no, he can be a spokesperson for KPFK and fierce independence of KPFK. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Go back to your dressing room. Get ready for your next fucking close-up. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Jack Black's going to speak up for free speech on KPFK where nobody's fucking listening. But will he say shit in Hollywood? On a real fucking television show? No, he won't say shit. Oh, do I sound angry? It's only a Thursday. I don't want to be angry on a Thursday. It's a rainy Thursday in LA. It's coming down. It's torrential. So I got some extra time to make some. I found the email. I have found the email. Let me read it to you. Let me read it to you a little bit here. I got it. Received it yesterday. Dated 2/13/2019, 3:56 a.m. Okay. So. KPFK, okay, the headline is submit a debate topic to KPFK candidates and remember to vote. Okay, I subscribe to the theory that if voting mattered, they wouldn't let you do it. But anyway, here we go. Please vote. Greetings, KPFK listener sponsor. It's all about the listener. This Thursday and Friday, candidates will be debating issues of importance to KPFK. Ooh, these debates will be made available to you by this weekend. Oh man, we don't get to be involved in the important issue discussion debate. What did you see how they just cut us right out of the loop? Let me just read that again. This Thursday and Friday, meaning today and tomorrow. Today is Valentine's Day, I think, February 14th. Candidates will be debating issues of importance to KPFK. I guess listener engagement isn't one of those issues. These debates will be made available to you by this weekend. Audio and video links. I invite you to submit a debate topic. How stupid do they think we are? How stupid do you think we are, KPFK, National Election Board Supervisor Renee Peñalosa? I invite you to get to know the candidates by listening to their previously recorded audio clips and their written statements, but no live presentation of debate discussions. I'm adding that. Look out for your e-ballot. Oh my God. Oh, I couldn't believe that when I read it. You'd think if they, if it wasn't a radio station, I might understand. Well, we can't afford to put it on the radio, but they got the radio right here. Oh my God. You can't put it on the radio live, huh? You can't announce it and have it somewhere where people can come and listen in if they wanted to. You can't do that. All options were exhausted. This is the only way they can do it. Are you kidding me? I guess listener engagement is not a top concern at KPFK, although they go out of their way to say that it is. Very disappointing, and one more example of extreme listener engagement malfeasance, lack of listener engagement, malfeasance at KPFK. Really disappointed, guys. I'm going to wrap this up and go listen to the next replay on KPFK, the next pledge drive replay from maybe last year. Greg Palast is still selling his all the best elections that money can buy DVD from 2 years ago. He's been peddling that for the last 2 fucking years. Greg Palast. I'm starting to get a real bad feeling about that guy. Every time he's on the air, he sets records for saying BBC, Guardian, and Rolling Stone. He's got to let you know that he used to work for those outlets, okay? And then that way he's in the door of credibility. He gets inside the room. Oh, then he's believable. If he's worked for these mainstream outlets, then he's believable. Whatever he says must be true. And maybe he did do some good work on the voter suppression stuff 2 years ago. 2 fucking years ago. He did some good work on voter suppression in Kansas in the presidential election, and he's still pushing it. He's still peddling it. Is he not going to work on a new fucking story ever again? Oh, and he was a Jerry Quickly apologist also. So that's what set me off on Greg. That's what put me off Greg and started me scratching my head every time he comes on the air. He just sounds outdated and shady. He was on with Jim Lafferty the other day, Lawyers Guild. Jim couldn't get a word in edgewise. He was just habada. It was like but Greg. He was like, it's like, what's going on here? These guys aren't having a discussion. I got to get out of here. We're at 18 minutes already. This isn't the last word on this. Please like, comment, and subscribe to support this channel. And the people-powered radio is becoming the radio of the replay. Radio powered by the replay. KPFK, yes! Peace out.